it's me, it's AlexisMaurice, and my co-host,
Trey. Hollywood.
And it is time for a new episode of The Wind Up. And we're bringing DeMario back on with us again because we got to talk about Miss NeNe, Lanithia NeNe Leakes, and this case that is going on, child.
I feel like Ebony K. Williams on The View. Like, y'all brought me back. Like, I feel good.
I had to bring you back.
Now, this right here, I'm ready to get into it.
Now, for those of you who don't know and you don't follow DeMario is a friend to the show. He's been on here a couple of times. But one thing you don't know is DeMario is currently in law school. Is Esquire for men too, or is that just a term for a woman?
Yeah, so Esquire is the actual legal, like the title. So like a doctor, Esquire after your name is an attorney who has passed the bar.
So we're going to speak it into existence. He's going to pass that bar.
Clap your hands and praise the Lord. Lord, we praise you. Lord, we thank you.
He's going to be the Sonny to my Wana. Our legal ego Trey, regardless of where our paths take us. Bitch, I know a bitch and he know the law. Only thing we need to get you to win a couple of cases.
Win a case.
Win a case.
Win a case. You got 20.
Win a case.
Win a case.
Win a case.
Now you start losing cases when you come to my business. I got to read you. I got to read you in the confession.
Win a case.
Win a case.
But DeMario's going to be, and he's going to help us from his knowledge and his education so far. He's going to
help
us
little 5 words I got.
Break down some of this stuff. Go ahead and like this video, share it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. NeNe Leakes. For those of you who don't know, she has officially filed a lawsuit against NBC Universal, Andy Cohen, and is it the production company?
Truly Original.
Listen, she's trying to sue everybody. I don't know who I'm going to get, but I'm going to get one of y'all bitches. Basically citing racial issues or whatever the case may be. I'm going to let DeMario kind of talk to us about what he's learned thus far about the case. Go ahead, DeMario.
First of all, I am not an attorney. I am not barred. I am just a student of law. But one thing I do know, I know my housewives. I know how to brief a case. So initially, when I heard about this, the first thing I thought was like, okay, she just retaliating. Okay, she just sour grapes. This is bad. But I took it upon myself to actually look at the complaint. And the complaint is very thorough. And basically, after reading the complaint, I can see valid arguments. NeNe talks about pretty much every single thing that Black Twitter has ever said that the Housewives and Bravo does, and she's placed it into her complaint. I mean, she goes back to all of the things that Countess Luann has said. She even talks about how the structure of the Housewives, you have 6 white women, and it wasn't until they had people complain that they felt the need to bring Garcelle on Beverly Hills, the allegations about them with Vanderpump Rules, Kim Zolciak, everything. So here,
all of those things.
Everything. So here's where it gets good. Usually when you have an injury in Georgia, so the statute of limitations is 2 years. And the first thing I thought is like, well, this happened so many years ago. Why would she even do this or whatever? But the caveat is she's saying she has been blackballed and the blackball is still going on. So the injury is happening. It's still occurring. So that statute of limitation hasn't ran out because she is still being injured by the things that Bravo and the Truly Original and NBC Universal have done to her. The thing that is the linchpin for her is I can't get a job. If you just say yesterday, I can't get a job, 2 years from now, it's still happening.
And one of the things that she mentioned specifically, she said when it came to a show that she was possibly developing with Sirius XM Radio, the same Sirius XM Radio that Andy is on, and he has his show, allegedly.
No, he has his channel.
He told the people that NeNe was going to require a lot of money in order to be, of course, a part of the Sirius XM family. Trey, let me ask you a question before we move on. When you heard about NeNe's lawsuit, what went through your head? Did you think that it was legitimate, or did you really think NeNe was just acting out?
I respect everyone who goes into a lawsuit for whatever reason they go into a lawsuit for, because we don't know everybody's situation. However, we have followed NeNe for many years. We have seen what NeNe has done on TV. When I heard about the lawsuit, I was kind of like, for why? Like, what was the reason?
Not for why.
In what way are you being blackballed? In what way are you being told, no, you can't do this, you can't have this? What are you trying to pursue outside of Real Housewives of Atlanta that you're being told no? But I just felt like it's a cry for help or a cry for attention, a cry for acknowledgement of what she's done, put a staple in this franchise. And I feel like she's at a point where she doesn't feel like she's been respected to that extent. So she's thinking about every way that she can go and get the respect that she deserves.
NeNe has been throwing little jabs at Kandi for years. Him and Kandi, the only ones who can get a spinoff greenlit. What's Wrong with Me? Like, I did my wedding special with the bridemaid. How she said, the bridemaid?
Here's my bridemaid Alexis trying on her beautiful, beautiful bridemaid's dress, and she is totally drunk. The drunk bridemaid, okay?
She said, yeah, my bridemaid.
Bridemaid.
Spell bridesmaids. The S is not silent, honey.
But when you think about the housewives, overall, when you think about Bravo Housewives, NeNe is the face of the Housewives franchise.
Yeah.
Even though some other ladies have gone on and made it work for them, Bethany, Lisa Vanderpump, NeNe, she did The New Normal on NBC.
She did Glee too, didn't she?
Glee.
Yeah.
She did Glee. I expected NeNe to be bigger than what she was. So when you think about some of her complaints and that, there were times where I felt like, okay, well, NeNe, I like you, girl, but is she really interesting enough outside of an ensemble cast?
It's something I need to touch upon. Let's talk about this blackballing situation. NBC Universal is a conglomerate, and basically there are probably 5 conglomerates. You have ABC Disney, you have NBC Universal, you have Paramount, you have Warner. You have to really go like forensics and look at the degrees of separation here. Andy Cohen works for Bravo. Bravo is owned by NBC Universal. Andy Cohen spent the earlier part of his career working for CBS, which is a conglomerate of Paramount. So all of his connections, all of his people, everything is at Paramount. Not to mention, he did Love Connection, so he has connections with Fox. Ryan Murphy, even though Ryan Murphy has hired NeNe, if Trey Maurice had different production companies, and I said, y'all, stay away from her.
So, wait, stop right there. Do you believe that has
I don't think that Andy did that.
Okay.
I don't
Okay. And this is all speculative. This is all speculative. And I can only go from experience, and I can only go from like what I see and what I know. I've read Andy Cohen's book. I've heard what Kathy Griffin has said. I've seen little glimpses of something he could do. Now, we are all in of a certain society.
What's that?
And sometimes when someone gets you, you're gonna get them. I'm gonna get you better, and I don't have to call you a crackhead. I don't have to call you a cokehead. But I can get you. I can get you where it really hurts. Let's think about Monique,
Oscar award winning.
Let's think about Lee Daniels. Lee Daniels really had the Underground Railroad going to blackball Monique. And as soon as they got that together, the entire thing was allegedly, was lifted. Everything was lifted. I am not saying that Andy Cohen did or did not do something. What I'm saying is he has valid arguments. At the end of every lawsuit, you have to have an attorney, and that attorney has a bar roll number. And attorneys have to follow a certain level of ethics. And they are not just putting frivolous things into the court.
They're not going to attach their names to anything. And some of the things that NeNe has complained about is unfair treatment with the housewives. Teresa can flip tables.
Prostitution whore, you are f***ing gay 19 times? You bitch! To my trap! You whore!
Teresa pushed Andy Cohen years ago on that reunion.
You mother... You are a piece of garbage.
But for whatever reason, she's reprimanded. Like, one of the things that's been said is that she walked off of the season 12 reunion. Reprimand her for doing that because they told her she couldn't come back to season 13 or because of that. She wanted to do the Soul Train Awards, but they wouldn't allow her to do the Soul Train Awards. But that same season, that same year, they allowed Kandi to do Celebrity Big Brother.
But then when you do that, when you allow Kandi to do that, that completely takes out your argument about racial disparities.
It does.
If you think about it, a person can say, all right, I'm going to work with this person. I feel comfortable working with this person. I feel like comfortable paying this person. So NeNe might be with a certain appetite, because she may be one where, okay, well, if I want to work with her, it costs this much money to work with her. She's asking for this much pay. And when doing that, she has this type of attitude, expecting this type of thing. But working with Candy, you don't get that with Candy. Or even with Portia, you don't get that with Portia.
Funky Neva talks about that a lot. People like to work with people that they like to work with.
That'll work
with the ball. Yes.
Winnable.
And y'all know we've all been watching this car crash happen for years. There have been so many years. We see her at a reunion. Right there.
Right.
She come to work, she clock in, and she ride the clock.
So now what we're talking about, guys, is you guys are talking about work ethic. And this is the conversation that I was having on Bro Chat. Shout out to Mitch and Bro Chat. I feel like NeNe became the face of not just Atlanta, but the Housewife franchise. So when you have a face, you have a big personality like that, and that person is drawing in the numbers. She's bringing it in. She's bringing it in. Let her do her thing. Let her do what she does, because she does it so well. For years, Atlanta was the anchor. When you got a solid season like Beverly Hills, you got Potomac coming up the rear. Those ladies are delivering.
They give us a season. They do.
NeNe was the person who they just let run amok. NeNe was the one who they let allowed to do anything, but now they're trying to bring her in, and she's kind of having a fit for her making the accusations that Andy was a cokehead. And say what you want to say about Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is the queen. You can't just come after your boss. I can't talk about my boss and say those things and expect me to.
That's the crazier part about it. Let's take everything out of it. Let's just say she works for T-Mobile and she is bringing in everything.
She got all the sales.
She
the
number
upgrade,
one.
the add-ons. She got it all.
All the accessories. All the accessories.
Resolution time is low. She got it. You hear me?
My call work is low.
Yes,
wait, hold on. Wait. You can tell we all that worked at the call center. Okay.
So the day that those sales start to go down and she's being nasty to her coworkers, she coming and staying in ACW, riding the clock in FMLA, doing what she's supposed to be
taking
doing.
Longer breaks.
Listen, it's like if I can get somebody else to come and do half as good as she's doing and it's easy to work with, why? I mean, it's a business decision. Now, once again, I am not saying she does not have valid arguments. They gonna have some arguments too. So it's just the thing of like, NeNe, you are not clean and clear. Can you imagine if Candy came out and said Sue Bravo or something like that? It would be like,
now, let's pause right there, because that's a conversation that has come up. People are saying, okay, if what NeNe is saying is true, there should be other people who validate her claim. Now,
Cynthia would.
Portia has alluded to some things in the past, but she's still kind of up in limbo with that. Portia matters. This is my belief. I believe that what NeNe is saying is not far-fetched. I believe that there's some truth to it.
Yeah.
But what would help her, and I hate to say this, Candy really is going to be that golden key to her to really validate what she's saying. Now, Candy has said, people have asked her, Candy, what do you think about this? And she says, I have nothing to say about the situation. Trey, what does that mean to you? To me, that says,
hold on.
Yes, I agree, but I ain't finna mess up my check. Do you think other women of color feel the same way?
I feel like Candy is basically saying, let me continue to get my check. And when I'm ready to tell y'all this the truth, baby, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. You think Portia came out with a book? Baby, I'm going to come out with a book.
And so let's pause there, because something that sort of kind of has validated NeNe's claim is the promotion for season 14 that we're in. The network did their obligation, the promotional shoot for these ladies. Beautiful gowns.
Great gowns, beautiful gowns.
This is not gonna hold up. This is not gonna hold up.
Wait a minute now, Demario.
This argument not this not gonna hold up.
Silver, sequence, whatever. Okay, these ladies decided we want to take promotion in our own hands, Demario. Why do these ladies feel that they need to take promotion into their own and have their own photo shoot that the girls gagged for.
And Marlo was photoshopped in it.
He was photoshopped in there. Footnote. Thank you, Trey, for putting that in there. I mean, Damar, you don't feel that when NeNe talks about the budget, because she's right. Beverly Hills get a refresh now, mind you, every franchise has a different production company.
Yeah. It's like McDonald's. It's different owners and down the street than it is. I understand that. Okay.
Some of them season to season may have the same one. I think Jersey and Atlanta had the same one for a couple of years because Carlos King was there. Every franchise has their own production company. So you can't necessarily say that, Beverly Hills gets a refresh every year. Well, that's because that production company that produces that show, that won that contract, we're going to refresh this every year. But come on, y'all. It was a lot of years with Atlanta at the same intro. I mean, you have to think about that. And these ladies.
But here's the thing, like makeup companies, sometimes their marketing budget might be lower just because the demographic or the people that they are selling to don't meet. Wait, let me finish.
Atlanta is the juggernaut.
No. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. People are still going to watch Atlanta. You can have no opening credits and you say Atlanta gonna have and everybody gonna watch. Can't say that argument because Potomac, they have to do those things to get those viewers. Dubai just came out with a Janet Jackson level video. But that's but the thing is they have to do that to gain notoriety and stuff like that. And I mean, it might not be a great practice, but he gave them a new picture. It might not have been what we thought it was, but it's along the lines of everything else. You look at Real Housewives of Orange County, you look at New York.
Are you saying that Atlanta didn't need the promo?
No. What I'm saying is I don't think that has anything to do with race or anything like that. That's just production. Their production does not think that their marketing has to rise to that level.
Taglines, opening credits.
Yeah.
I love that type of stuff.
But that's just becoming bigger. See, the thing is, I call them like the old guard or the flagship. That's everything up to Beverly Hills. They've had a standard. They just come out with their pictures and that's it. But the Salt Lake City and Potomac and Dallas, they've started to come out these new things where the girls cartwheeling and Matrix and all in commercials because they're trying to get people. And now the fan base is like, okay, this is the standard now, but it's worked so many years. So I don't think it's a thing they haven't thought about with Atlanta.
We've talked about different things with NeNe. Do y'all feel that she's blackballed? Do you feel that there's some validity to what she said?
I don't know, because I can see a world where she gets on a Celebrity Apprentice, but what does she want?
Truth be told, NeNe should have had her own show. Regardless.
No, she shouldn't have. Her own show was Real Housewives of Atlanta, just like Andy has said for years. That was her show. She doesn't need her own show. I don't think
you're saying that NeNe can't stand alone with her own
What would her show be about?
What would her show be about? Her storyline isn't about anything. She doesn't even have a storyline.
So, what y'all trying to say is that NeNe is only good with the ensemble cast?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Ooh. If NeNe did a show with Kim Zolciak, if they did the whole thing, that probably would be entertaining.
Which never came to fruition. Remember they had,
and that's because NeNe probably was difficult to work with. She probably was expensive. She probably wanted this and this and that. And
do y'all think that NeNe is difficult to work with?
Absolutely. I feel like she
It depends.
I feel like she is. I feel like Kenya actually used to be. Kenya actually, I feel like it's better.
Oh no! They said she's never. They said
Carlos
she's never.
King has debunked that. She has never
been hard to work with.
Thing with people like
that's
Trey.
No. What I'm saying is like I feel like if there was, Kenya would be. I feel like she would be better. NeNe, I feel like yes.
No, here's the thing. Portia has started to give remnants of NeNe and seem like she'd be difficult to work with. And I don't want this storyline shown. And
my thing for NeNe is the lawsuit that's been rolled out. When you think about the claims that she's made with Southern Charm, Vanderpump's Rules,
New York, OC,
the things with Ebony K. Williams and how the ladies in New York refuse to come to the table to visualize what does the season look like outside of what we had for COVID. I'm kind of looking like, damn, well, maybe some of NeNe's claims are valid. I don't want to discount her because she's our Black queen.
But they're not her claims. Those are her stories. You can't say, look over there. You got to say, this happened to me on this day. This happened to me.
But Demario, let me ask you a question. Even though you can't say that, her claim is against NBC Universal. Can she then include those things?
Well, I mean, it shows evidence of a pattern, but she has to substantiate it with her own story. Like, this happened to me. This happened to me. Like,
Kim walked out of filming season, whatever that was, when she left all the bitches at the table. She was like, I'm done with this.
She quit.
I'm done with this whole thing. I'm not doing it.
Are you serious? See, that's what I don't like about y'all. Kim, I don't see why you have to leave. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. This is some bull. This is some stupid ass.
And she quit.
Oh, well, yeah.
She did.
She left. She quit.
So basically what you're saying is that NeNe kind of wants to stay, but y'all need to adjust shit around me. And
absolutely. That's what I say. Like difficult to work with.
When you look at someone like Kandi, who's making it work,
she just, yeah.
But do you guys think NeNe has a long road ahead of her?
But let me tell you something. If they settle,
that's a mission. I'm not a lawyer, bitch. But if you settle, that means that there is some admission.
No admission. Not necessarily. You might just don't want to deal with litigation. You might just don't want to deal with it anymore. But here's the thing. NBC Universal has all the coins of the coinage of coins to say, you know what?
They got a 13-inch dick, bitch.
Hold up, wait, hold up.
Trey, what is that?
This is my life. Baby, they got a 13. Hold on.
I just want to know, because when you say,
because when she said,
I've been blackballed, here's the thing. You're a reality star, and blackball would indicate that you cannot work on any reality show. So I hear she's on College Hill. I'm sure she could most definitely get her show on Zeus.
No. How dare you, DeMar? How dare you insult NeNe with the likes of Jocelyn
Zeus? Not Bad Boys Club.
And the Bad Boys Club. NeNe is better than that, honey.
Now that was disrespectful, DeMar. Now that
was. How dare you?
You say Zeus?
Zeus.
And he just sit there in his skin with his straight face like, yeah, bitch, I said it.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
It's some bullshit.
Let me see. This she got a long road ahead of her.
I think she has burned her bridge.
She has. It's burnt.
I think the thing with NeNe, and you're right, Trey, you can't say the things that you said. NeNe said, Andy's racist. I can't get my own show. Kim gets her own show. Kandi get her own show. And oh no, I would come back to the Housewives with me.
She did, yeah.
Has to have a sit down conversation because I helped put his baby shower on. And then now you've done a complete 180 because y'all girls like to say 360, and 360 is actually not.
It's not correct. Correct.
You've done a 180, and now you're saying, I'm suing NBC. And Kenya told us a couple of years ago that that's what NeNe was going to do. She told y'all NeNe was going to try to sue Andy and Universal, and she not. Okay, so what does a future for NeNe look like?
Let me tell you what I think we can do. And I'm pitching, and this is exclusive. This is exclusive right here.
All right here on the wind-up.
I believe that NeNe could possibly do something in the vein of Vanderpump Rules or another channel with Lanithia's Lounge.
But Candy's doing that.
No other station has a restaurant-based show.
I don't see it, DeMar.
It's not going to be successful.
Yeah. Kandi has already got the wheels churning.
But Kandi doesn't have the NeNe personality like that to lead that.
Her cast do. I just think NeNe just need to go ahead and just maybe, pray on it. God lead her in the road in the direction that she's led in.
When everyone says no, God says yes.
And her focus don't need to be on trying to sue the whole damn franchise because other networks will see that. Oh my God, okay, well, she'll get what she wants. She gonna sue.
She probably probably need to go ahead and finish college on College Hill. And
all right.
yeah.
On that note,
we want to thank you
Wait,
guys.
I do want to tell you this last little thing.
Do you have a legal note? Do you have a legal?
Yes, I do have a legal note for you all. The thoughts and opinions are just opinions.
Thank you for my future legal eagle, Maya, for coming through when this episode.
It was so much fun.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you
Thank you for having me.
This episode. NeNe, we're rooting for you, girl, because
we're rooting for you.
You deserve
it. We're all rooting for you.
Yeah,
definitely.
We are all rooting for you.
You got this.
Thank you so much for watching.